to fix it.
All right, we good.
Okay. You almost took the top off.
Show.
Yeah, hey y'all. So we back for episode 3. Thank y'all again for all the feedback. We looking forward to it every time we come out here, of course.
Yep.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, thank you for our subscribers. Thank you for the people that check it out every time it drop. We're working on getting a more consistent schedule, so
How
just
often
bear
we
with
doing
us.
this,
We
y'all?
are?
Yeah, man.
We gonna drop one every week,
Every month.
every month.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Try and fit in at least
How
2 a
about
month.
we be consistently inconsistent?
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta follow through, man.
This is the year.
Yeah.
I like what you did there.
Yeah,
Right.
Look at y'all in unison.
For once, you know. she don't really mess with me like that.
Yeah,
Here
so
we
all the
go.
journey forward, y'all know. If you know, you know.
Right, yeah, for sure.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yeah, with all that being said, you know who we are. No need for an introduction at this point. So yeah, we
Say
back.
our names again.
Nah, man,
This man is.
see, I just told y'all.
We gotta say our names. What if we get
Someone just
new
comes
viewers?
in, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You gotta at least introduce us every time.
okay. Well, I'm Phil.
I'm Angel.
I'm Tasha,
I'm Q.
and this is the
Love
Love
Jones.
Jones podcast.
Love
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, y'all gotta make an intro.
Right,
We do.
Sisters with voices.
right. Because I'm
Right.
tired of using this, off-brand
Generic-
audio. Yeah,
Generic
Right.
jazz.
yeah, generic.
I actually like it. It's kind of catchy, you know.
It is for now,
Right.
till we get something better. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you know, we
I
got
did.
Well, yeah, we gotta get y'all in the stew, man.
Tasha Jones, have you sing a whole intro for us. I got the ad libs for you.
Yeah, man. So any songwriters out there, man, hit us up. Man.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can get an intro going.
For the
That's
free.
right.
Yeah. We're working on a very minimal budget. So
Don't be saying that. Y'all know y'all got, especially the Loves. They go on a trip every year.
man, not since these kids. They are the trip. That's the only trip we have. So,
That's true. That's funny that you talk about kids, because we was just talking about kids. So my question to y'all is, as a kid, what's the age that y'all feel like y'all would let Savannah date? Not even date, more so like, what's the age that y'all feel like she can have a boyfriend, or like a, where y'all meeting them? What age is that?
where we wouldn't mind meeting them?
Yeah.
I think I'm always mind meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think 16.
Okay.
Savannah will be working then. If she want to have like a little chaperone date, I would like to be that person that mom.
At 16, you want to
Right,
chaperone?
nah.
What you mean? What's wrong with that?
That's a
Your
red
mother
flag
went on a
if
date with
if
you
I'm
at
a guy.
16?
I mean, no, but that's
Okay.
beside the point.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
red
that's-
flag if I'm a guy. Like, nah.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
16, but you're still underage.
What that mean?
But what are they gonna be doing though?
Going to the movies.
At 16, you gotta be there with your.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could be in the front and I'll be in the back. Like, a fly
Was
on
that
the wall.
acceptable for you at 16?
When I was 16, I really wasn't allowed to date.
But if you were to date at 16 with your mindset, would you want your parents there?
I mean, no, but that is beside the point.
Okay, so realistically, what age you seriously sobering on 16?
Maybe, 13, 14.
Okay.
7th grade. 7th, 8th grade.
I don't want you to change your mind if 16 is what you know. But
7th, 8th grade. Chaperone date.
right.
Okay.
I think it all depends on her maturity, really. I don't think it's like a specific age. I mean, of course, a teenager, anywhere from like 13 to 16, but
Okay.
I think it really
Just
just
saying.
depends on her maturity.
It's definitely an age on it, cause like 12, 10, like
Yeah.
nah. Yeah,
Yeah.
teenagers, I think, yeah.
But if she like naive and got the puppy love and all, nah. You
That's gonna
good,
happen
man.
regardless.
Right,
Though.
puppy love is
Right.
gonna happen.
Man.
You had a
That's
puppy
gonna be
love.
regardless.
Nah, man. I was a big dog.
Knocking them down.
Nah,
If y'all
not like
haven't
that.
noticed, he is a huge cornfield. He's corny.
Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, for PJ, it's whenever,
No, you gotta be the same. There's no
It's
double.
it
What's
is.
it called?
Double
It
standard.
definitely
Double
is a double
standards.
Yeah.
standard.
No, it gotta be the same for each one.
But it's
No.
not.
It'll never be.
Because one gender can have a baby and one gender can't.
I mean, they both technically
Well, they can have a baby,
Right.
but they can't. One can't birth a baby.
Right.
So basically, you saying because the baby can't come home with the boy, technically,
Yeah.
then that's
Right.
It's still not.
But I
yeah.
think also too, because if let's just say PJ did have a baby, I know I'm gonna make sure that he does everything to be in that baby's life and become a man
Exactly.
to progress to that.
Exactly.
Becoming a man.
But who is that baby gonna go home with every night?
Yeah, it's gonna go home with the girl.
I
Exactly.
mean, unless
So
y'all let her
therefore-
move in with y'all.
True. A lot of families do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You said let him move in.
Let her
Let
move
her
in
move
with
in.
y'all.
A lot
Well,
of
she
different
gonna be with
cultures
us.
do that
You
too.
know, at that, like, if it was that like teenage age, she would be with us.
Well, we just not speaking that to existence either. 'Cause I don't want to be no young grandma. Okay. Well,
Why not?
right,
I would
well, I
love
guess
to.
no,
I
not
ain't
young
gonna
grandma,
lie.
but I'm
Hey,
about
man.
20.
I would love to see my.
I don't want to be a
grandkids
grandma
grow
at
up.
the tender age of 35.
Yeah, she got a long way to go before
Yeah,
that.
if I knew better in high school, man, I'd have been.
Boy, please.
Yeah, see, moms had
Anywho.
me scared, so I couldn't. I wasn't messing around with nothing.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works though. How it is double standards, but it's like I guess I could see it because at the end of the day, you know, depending on the girl's parents,
Yeah.
you still got the parents in her ear, and then y'all in his ear, and hopefully, the best thing you gotta worry about is both the parents at least seeing
Coming
eye to
together.
eye,
You're
right?
right.
Because the second that each one of them is off, then that's when I feel like you got it messed up.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I definitely don't want parts of that. And we don't have any girls, so we don't have to worry about that part. But
y'all got two. They right up there too.
We ain't got two girls though.
Hey, y'all do.
We don't.
Y'all the next line of defense.
Savannah and Harmony,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, we definitely gonna be there to support. But as far as like having them in the house, we don't have to really worry about that. We just kind of gotta worry about the boys and what they
Bush.
hopefully raising them up to be the best men that they could be.
Right.
Yeah.
And for us, like for me, I never really had that example. So like that's all on him, you know. One, it's always gonna be on him to show them how to be a man. Feel like my role is to show them how a woman is supposed to treat a man. You know what I mean? Like how she's supposed to pray over her house and you know what I'm saying, and care for the kids or whatever. That's all I feel like my job is. But like I never really had an example of what a good father figure was besides like watching my grandfather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I mean that's a great example of a father figure because I feel like a lot of I ain't even gonna say black men, but just speaking from a perspective of us, like a lot of black men don't really have that good like their own dad in the house. It's always a father figure in the house. So, that's one of the things where we have to look to maybe a friend's dad or,
Yeah.
just anything to that nature. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely true. And it's not just black men. It affects women too. It
yeah,
Right.
affects the woman just as much because, if you don't know what a man's supposed to be like, you're not going to have many expectations.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're going to kind of just be going with emotions, hoping and praying. Like, I feel like I was blessed because God was able to, you know, bless me with a good husband that was able to be that great example.
yeah,
But,
yeah. No, that's true.
either way it go, Savannah still, she looks up to you as to being her dad and all those dad things that you will do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think,
Harmony making her
Right.
debut.
right,
World premiere.
yeah.
Hey,
Miss Fussbox.
no fuss, but she just woke up.
I know for me, it was my brother that was more of the father figure for me, and we were kind of learning together, like, so,
Yeah, that's crazy because y'all only 2 years
right,
apart. So
Mm-hmm.
that pretty much seems like I don't want to say
yeah,
high expectations, but like that's a huge role to kind of be taken on. And you,
yeah,
like, I'm only a year, right?
yeah, technically
Over
too,
a year older
yeah,
than you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he trying to teach you how to,
Yeah, y'all
right,
both learning kids,
right.
Right.
yeah,
raising kids.
So
yeah,
shout out to him for even assuming that role.
right,
Yeah, for
right,
sure.
yeah, dude, he the goat, man,
Yeah.
my lord, dude,
That's some big shoes to be filling. And
yeah,
so for you to respect him like that and
yeah,
give him those flowers, that's cool.
yeah, always,
Yeah. Who
so,
you feel like was your role model? Like, obviously we know your dad was.
Yeah, my dad was definitely present at all times. I don't know. I think I pulled from a lot of different places. My father, my uncles. I look at the way my older brother would carry himself. Just a little bit from everywhere. I can't say it was just one person. Um, I think in my teenage years, I definitely leaned heavy on my brother though during my teenage years. Um, just because I felt like it was some point he definitely understood where I was coming from,
Mm,
oh,
but it was still like just that barrier of communication. Just because we are men, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Where I
right,
was coming up, he's a man, and we come from the same household, and that was always the issue in the household was conveying the message. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, I think some lessons was learned without being told, but you know,
And
yeah.
some we
we
just,
just
as men, gotta find out the hard way too. We gotta bump
exactly.
our head.
Well, I didn't want
So
it that close to me. I'm sniffing.
Last time,
I'm
yeah.
trying to talk a little bit louder.
Well, just bring it up a little closer. You know?
Well, they shouldn't be hearing my, pause.
No diddy.
Yeah, definitely no Diddy, but they shouldn't be hearing all of that and my
Yeah.
breathing and all of that. I'm trying to speak a little bit louder though.
All right, handsome.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, with all that being said, like I think even just with like y'all raising three boys, like how would y'all feel in that instance? Like they were to come to y'all with some
Like they
issue.
have it, like they had a baby, or
Yeah.
like
Had a baby
Wait,
on the
can we
way.
first start about the dating part? Like,
yeah,
don't let's
yeah,
no,
Oh
we
yeah,
don't go.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You're
Our
right.
first question to
Yeah.
y'all was
Well,
dating. We
yeah,
didn't go
yeah.
straight to baby.
Yeah. Let's definitely do that. Having two young men, and another little boy. So
I think for me, I don't mind that they have like a woman friend or whatever, or a girlfriend or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't think it's really an age limit for that or an age requirement, but I do think they should be not going too fast.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like nowadays these girls are, you
Yeah.
know,
They
they kind
come
of out
out 30-inch
Yeah.
bust
here.
down,
Yeah,
like
yeah, they
Yeah.
out
face
here.
beat, nails done, feet done, like everything. It's like, dang,
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
work a full-time job and I don't even do all that.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you know, at 10, 10, 11, 12, like we was just still going riding our bikes
Right.
to the park. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
meet them at the park and we just kind of chill with the friends.
Right. You was
You
cool if you had a bike.
Exactly. Like now, like you know, you know the one girl, you know, Lil Q was talking to or whatever. They was already trying to go to the movies. Like
Oh yeah.
it's like
He 12.
Man. What was they trying to go see?
I don't know. I don't know.
It got shut down so quick it didn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
That's what I was about to say too. Like for me, it was just like I'm like, to be quite honest, that actually did happen to us, where we were like to the point where he was asking us, "Can we meet her?" Like, "Oh, well, can I go to this place? Can she come to the pool? Like, can we go to the pool together?" Like, no. So when I initially first heard about it, it actually was a conversation between us because he was like, "You should have been checking his phone and this and that." And I'm like, "Well, baby, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for him to be even considering or nothing like
You be
that."
ready
So,
to check my phone though.
We not gonna
That
get
is
on that topic.
right.
Okay.
If you checking my phone, you got to do his double.
Well, listen,
Man.
Nope, ain't no
this,
listen.
that is past us, way past
Okay.
us. And
I'm
so,
not ready for that. Yeah, having to check Savannah's phone and
Yeah.
iPad and all that.
but so when it happened, what I was about to say was I immediately, like, I got so emotional. So I started trying to call my cousin because my cousin, like, she's married and, you know, her kids are now older. And, but I used to always kind of go to her for advice when it came to being married and how to kind of like,
What?
Banged his teeth on
I
the
just
cup.
dog my TV.
oh, but anyway, so baby, how about you put the cup down?
You right.
But yeah, so I was talking to her. I was trying to call her. She didn't end up answering. But I was just like, what do I do? Like, what am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to say? Like, am I supposed to be okay with this? So I'm calling her to ask her, like, hey, when did your son decide to start dating? Like, now he's older, but like, how should I address this situation? How should I, you know what I mean? Because at this point, he kind of like, you know, he was just like in that like kind of fuss mode, like, you know, you see, you know, he got this little girl, this and that, you should have been checking his phone and I told you to check it or whatever. And I'm like, but like, I just wasn't ready. I was not expecting none of it. And so with that being said, like I said, I didn't end up getting the chance to talk to her. So then that's when we both talked. And I'm like, okay, we're at that point now where we need to start talking about our child and just these girls that probably, like, he in middle school now. I'm grateful that he like girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I know I'm not ready. And then we're kind of the first ones of the clans to kind of be going through this for more so.
Yeah.
And so it's like, dang, so what do we do? What's next?
Yeah.
You know? And so long story short, he's not talking to her anymore. She broke up with him. And I think it was more so what Quincy was saying was because I don't think he was ready for her. You know, boys mature a little bit slower than girls, and she was definitely a lot more, I think, advanced than what he was ready for. And so, you
In
know,
the 7th grade, by the way.
yeah.
You
So
said he in seventh grade?
yeah.
Well, they both were.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's
Right.
just a level of parenting I'm not even ready for.
Yeah.
See, all our babies are still small, 5-year old,
Mm-hmm.
2-year old, almost three, and this little one. So I'm like that teenage, preteen. I thought that's a whole nother animal I'm not
Mm-hmm.
ready for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would y'all say um, has been the most challenging part of parenthood? You have a 4-year old and you have a one in the seventh grade who's 13. What age group was the most challenging and why?
Mm.
Where are you
What
trying
you
to go?
think? I feel like for me it was. I think for me, honestly, is this age, cause I still feel like I look at their innocence when they're young. They
Mm-hmm.
need a lot of my guidance, and like now it's to the point where we're kind of like slowly but surely. Like for example, just what was that Friday?
Mm-hmm.
He left and he asked his dad, of course, like, can I go over to my friend's house? And
Oh
it's a guy.
yeah.
It was a dude, a little boy, and like he didn't live in the area, live in a neighborhood, because you know we like in these developments. So he live in a development. He go to the school with the dude. He play football with the boy. But like to ride your bike to your friend's house to a place where I'm not like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, like he's really getting more and more independent to the point where he don't need me no more.
Oh, he
Oh yeah.
You
always
know?
gonna need his
And that's
mama.
what really
Right.
makes me like, so I feel like this is the most challenging part. And I feel like it's going to get worse. I just feel like
Oh
I
yeah.
just praying over
Nah,
'em that it does not hit me as hard as I'm. But babies, it's like, that's fine. Like
Yeah.
they
No.
need mommy. They need for mom, you know? But
Yeah, I would definitely say the teenage years, the preteen years, that's definitely the hardest. Just because we all know how we come up,
yeah.
and then now they're the new generation, so to speak, but they do things a whole lot differently. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
from what we do,
hmm
and it's like, no, it's like just trying to keep the principles in there, you know what I'm saying, as they growing up, making sure they understanding the things that's going on
Yeah.
right now, but they don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that from their parents. So it's
Yeah.
like, how do you still relay that message for you? And I already told y'all from my family, that message wasn't conveyed to me. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
just, you go to school, you come home, you do get good grades, and you do what you're supposed to do around the house.
Right.
But we all know life is, especially as a teenager, is much more than that.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to keep them, you know, where they head's supposed to be, and not moving too fast and being all loud and doing all of this and that.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you're
you
just
know.
not gonna listen. Yeah.
You know.
We
Yeah.
all
I
been, we
definitely
all
didn't
been
listen.
there. We not gonna listen. We gonna do
Yeah.
what we want to do, without our parents' guidance. So
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah, and these kids they just different. Like this tech world that they have, because you're trying to monitor everything that they doing. Because even YouTube is like,
Man.
you just never know what they're
That's
watching.
very
Like,
Yeah.
true.
And
but
TikTok, man.
Oh yeah. That TikTok definitely the worst
yeah,
for
yeah, it
these
was to
kids.
the point where we like almost was about to have to take it off of their phone because of the fact that like our oldest, he was watching, he gets really wrapped up into like religion sometimes, and he wants to know it all.
Yeah.
So he kept, like, he ended up asking us, he came down and he was like, I wanted to talk to y'all and tell y'all about, I just been having a hard time sleeping at night. And we were like, oh, well, what's up? He was like, well, because I had a dream that
Man.
the rapture came, and it
Right.
was only me. He said it was only me and dad here, and we
Right.
were looking for where you, Bryson, and Cam was, and and so then next thing I know, dad left me, and we
Well, nah,
like,
that's not what he
did he
said.
say that?
Nah, he
No.
said dad died.
Oh, did
Uh,
he?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
like you know how hard that was to listen
Yeah.
to.
Right.
yeah,
And
Like,
I'm like, yeah.
oh man,
We was definitely like, okay. So yeah, you know what? No, no more TikTok.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
And so we asked him like, where do you see this stuff? And he told us. And
yeah.
then we of course had to talk to him and tell him like, the stuff that you see sometimes is a lot more than what
What you can handle.
exactly. Like
yeah,
you still a kid at heart. You can't process all of that. I love
Right.
your interest. So what I had of course told him like just as much as like he was talking about the book of Revelations. That's what he was talking about. And so he was like, and then he read the book of Revelations, and I told him like, well, look, that is very true. Revelations is a true part of the Bible. However, I'm like, there's also many parts of the Bible that give you good, vibes, joy and love and peace. Like, I need you to focus on that right now.
Right.
Like,
Not the
Right.
exactly.
yeah,
revelation.
So it is really hard. Like,
Yeah, that messed me up for at least a month. That was on my mind for at least a month.
yeah,
Y'all know I was, going through a lot of things.
yeah, that was like not too long ago when this
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
So that's I'm like it's definitely this age I feel like because that the baby stage, the younger stage, they are just so innocent. They don't, whatever you need, mommy and daddy could fix. If I need it, we could fix it.
yeah,
When they start getting that teenage age, they want to fix it. They don't
Right.
want mommy and daddy to fix it no more. So it's like, oof.
this dope.
Oh, that's a whole
uh,
different animal.
I know. I'm glad. Like, even with y'all kids, like they just get to be a kid. Cause I feel like for me,
Yeah.
that was robbed so quick of just being a kid. Like I feel like
Yeah.
there was a lot of decisions I had to just go ahead and make. And of course, I bumped my head a lot. I still am.
Still do.
But it's just like it. I really hate the fact that I had to miss a lot of childhood just because of the decisions that I had to make. Oh, she's spitting now. But yeah,
He's
just because
knocking.
of the decisions I had to make or whatever, just because we were the less fortunate. I felt as if we were the less fortunate when I don't know how, but Mom Dukes provided it all. So, but yeah, I really enjoy the fact, even with like my nephews and nieces and whatnot, they get everything, like, and they just get
Yeah,
to be a kid.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
And also just of course for the people that's watching that don't know your story,
yeah,
when you say Mom Dukes provided it all, you
yeah,
definitely gotta just give a quick snippet so that way they know like she just wasn't
oh
a
yeah,
single mama just cause
right,
like,
yeah.
like
She was a widowed mom.
yeah.
Dad passed away with cancer in what 98. So yeah, she pretty much she took care of me and my brother on her own. And like I said, it was many a days I don't know how. Like so, and we never had an eviction notice, never had a light cut off. It was a lot of times we didn't eat, but that's because we weren't rocking with what she made. But yeah, like I remember the first time she put us on to ground turkey. I'm like, man, what is this? Like,
yeah, man.
nah, I don't want no hamburger helper with no ground turkey. But man, I don't
That's
know.
crazy. That's all we eat now.
Right?
Right.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
Like I
that,
can't tell you the last time I made something with ground beef.
yeah,
On here,
Unless
like,
it really calls for it, the recipe completely
yeah.
yeah,
calls for it,
yeah,
then I might. But yeah,
yeah.
usually it's
So.
ground turkey or ground chicken.
Yeah, I still gotta try that ground chicken,
Yeah,
man.
we
Y'all
have to
keep
try
telling
it.
us about. I
Yeah,
still
Yeah,
gotta
it's
try.
alright. It's
it
alright.
is. It's very similar to ground turkey.
It is. It's good
Okay.
for tacos. Taco night.
For
You said
me,
good for taco?
Yeah, it's good for
the
I got
hardest
you.
point in parenthood, I mean, like I said, we have littles. It's just the potty training, which I know is temporary. But y'all, we have been trying to potty train our 2-year-old. He about to be 3 in a couple months, and he's very stubborn, like his daddy. Very
Yeah,
stubborn.
all right.
He don't want to. Like we've been trying to potty train this boy since he was 18 months, and So he know what to do. So I would say for me, that's the hardest part. Of course, with my daughter, she went to kindergarten for the first time. So
Yeah.
that was tugging at my little heartstrings. Because, like, man, baby girls is growing up. So all this real and deaf stuff y'all talking
Yeah.
about, it's like, we not even there. I mean, we have so much to cover in between that time. But it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harmony got a lot to say.
oh, she
Right.
do.
Yeah, I think that's because she see herself on the camera. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, that's a big thing. That's a big step. Kindergarten is definitely a
it
big step.
is.
Yeah.
Did you
And,
cry?
I think with Lil Q, I didn't cry, but it was definitely like, dang, this dude really starting school, like,
Yeah.
But after that, the rest is like, man, please
So
start
after the
school.
first one, hey, man,
Yeah,
And
get it out of here.
yeah, for real.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like that first, especially somebody was putting it like that first son that you have, it's just like your first child,
Your
period.
first child, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
They seen it all.
they do.
They done grew
Yeah.
with you. They growing up, but like, it's so much growing that you do as a parent. Like that first child see the struggles, the trial and
Yep,
errors.
they mold you. They
Yeah.
yeah.
But even as far as that, like now being able to see that and like live it full circle, I'm like, I never questioned why things happen with me and my mom, but it's like, dang, she was really learning how to be a parent herself,
Exactly.
like, because she
Exactly.
was young. So
That's why I say that about even my father. Like, my father was there first and foremost, but you know, my brother, he left the house at what 14, 15,
oh yeah,
whatever the age was. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But he left the house, so me being in the house at that time, that was probably still new to him. Having a
yeah,
young man in the house growing up,
yeah,
So
And
all of
being
the
older.
yeah,
Because by the time you came, they were a little bit more older, a little bit more
Right.
established.
right,
No, I still got my ass whipped though. But
Yeah.
I got my ass whipped for everything. But
yeah,
yeah, it's like I had a lot of questions back then, like why we ain't doing this, why we ain't doing that. But like after time goes on, like you start seeing things like and putting things in perspective. Like our parents was losing jobs because the recessions and stuff.
yeah,
Like our nation just financially just took a nosedive. They couldn't expect that. So
still is taking a nose down to this
Yeah.
day.
yeah.
Man.
So yeah, you just got to give a lot of grace for them trying to keep things afloat, keep the family together, and doing all the right things. So that's why I just like, hey, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Because all of that stuff that happened, like you wouldn't even be the same person you are
Yeah.
without none of that stuff happening. So
Right.
you just
Shapes
gotta,
you and molds you to who you
exactly,
are.
exactly. So you just gotta learn to let things go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff that happen to you 20, 25 years ago, you gotta let that go, man.
Yeah.
Got to.
That's facts.
So who from a girl's perspective, who do you feel like was the person that was your role model, or like the person that kind of taught you a lot of things that you feel like you would give that credit to?
I would say, well, for one, for those who don't know, I come from a big family. I'm the seventh child, 7 out of 7. So, by the seventh child, like in my mind and my mom's, let me start over. What I think my parents thought whenever they got to the seventh child, they'll be all right. So I was mostly with my biggest sisters. My sisters, not necessarily my brothers, because they were already out the house. So I would say my role model was my sister Paulina. I looked up to her. She was all I was always asking her for her advice. Her and Trina as well. I would say. My, Sabrina, not so much. But yeah, I would definitely say Paulina and Trina.
Yeah.
Trina, when
Well, that's 'cause
we
y'all
went
so
to
close.
me and Trina are very close, so we would literally be She would look up for me in middle school. I remember, fighting my battles, like a big sister should. But as I grew up and became like in college, that's why I say Paulina, because she was, best friend. His
Yeah.
best friend.
Yeah.
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 And what about you?
It's just me.
Well, no, you got all your aunts,
No, I'm
aunt
just
sisters,
I'm playing.
auntie
Yeah.
It's
sisters.
just me. No. I had a big family. But because I'm the only, oh, bless
Bless
you, girl.
I was about to call her Savannah.
you.
Look just like her.
Right.
But for me, I would have to say for me, it was my mother.
Yeah.
She was a young mother, kind of when she had me.
Yeah.
She was actually not kind of, she was a young mom. She was a single mom. And so she taught me a lot of the things that I felt like, a woman should know of how she should carry herself and things like that. And so I would have to
What's-
definitely give that shout out to her. That's still my best friend to this day. Um, wouldn't like all those struggles that y'all talked about, Dylan, having a single mom and all that stuff. Definitely been there, done that. She sacrificed a lot. She always worked 2 jobs, went to school. And so because of that, I always knew like I wanted to be successful. And I feel like with her being that example for me, with being a single mother, a single person doing it by herself, being able to do all that, I feel like it would have been very less of me to not go to school. Like
Oh,
at
yeah.
least I had a support, like I have a husband and you know what I'm saying, things like that. But I will say, with that being said, I always knew I didn't want to have just one kid because I did not like being the only child because all of my friends and whatever and cousins, like they all had somebody that they was, kind of
Yeah, another sibling.
another somebody to go home with him.
Yeah.
They got all these stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely was my mom for sure. So
Yeah. No,
but
that's cool.
yeah,
Shout out
so
to moms.
yeah,
facts.
she is. She still, do the world for us all,
Yeah.
Even y'all, like she just do the world for everybody.
She did.
Right.
So she try to, like just show that love and all of that to everybody. And so because of that, that's why my heart is so big.
Yeah.
But yeah, she the goat for in my opinion.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, that's good though.
Yeah,
Shout out to moms. Moms
Yeah.
all across the world.
That's right.
For sure.
that's
'Cause,
right.
they do it all. They do everything.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
See?
true. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, as far as that, like, I'm glad we were able to, talk about that and not get emotional. For
Yeah.
sure. I know for me, I'm always emotional when it comes down to that stuff. So, glad I was able to keep it together.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a tear.
That's because it's hot in here.
I meant tears.
You got a teary
Yeah,
eye.
man.
Because it's hot in here.
Says nobody ever.
Hey, man, the
Yeah.
water got to come from somewhere to cool me down.
Yeah.
But nah, man. Like,
Shout out to the moms. And it's still a lot, I feel like, that we be wanting to talk about throughout the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throughout the week, we'll talk about something. And I'll be like, oh, baby, we should talk about that. Just to get the love's perspective on the podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
But it just be so much for us to even crunch within the 45 minutes that we have.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it just be a lot. And, that being said, of course, we always got to, put out the, I don't know how to say it, like, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. I completely lost my train of thought.
I was trying to figure out where you were going with it. But
No,
yeah.
I was about to say.
Right. But yeah, no, we're always welcome to, even if y'all want to send us a message and say, yeah, y'all should talk about this, and we'll definitely tackle that. But
Yeah.
I feel like we just talk about so much, and we can go to so many areas.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we won't miss nothing. We
Yeah.
won't miss anything. We'll pretty
Right.
much cover every topic.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We did have some comments on our last thing
we
as well.
did.
What
Yeah.
was it?
What were the
It was
comments like?
pretty much I don't have my phone on me right now, but one of the comments were it was like what was it? It was pretty much like a man need to take a step back and see, what a woman has to do as far as like cook, clean, doctor's appointments for the kids, and you know, it was just like a long line of things.
Right.
And my response to it was, I feel like it varies per household.
That's
It
true.
does.
I know
Yeah.
we
It
often
does.
have
I
someone
feel like
say if you were to if you were to remove the woman, like remove the wife and the mom and everything that we do, and to see how y'all be left with everything that we do on a regular basis.
I like to be a fly on the
okay.
wall.
So look.
Okay.
See, but that's the thing. That was the whole point in what I said. I'm sorry. I know I gotta break your heart,
Really?
Harmony.
Okay. Come on, girl.
I gotta break your heart with this one. But that was the whole point of what I was saying last week. Is that y'all have to understand that y'all don't. I mean, I'm saying y'all do a lot. Y'all do a lot, but that doesn't take away from what the guys do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say you do everything. That was my whole point.
Yeah.
If y'all took a step back and didn't do anything, guess what we gonna do?
We're going to have to
Everything that
do
we
it.
have to do.
Yeah.
So if we got to take them to a doctor's appointment, we would do that.
Yeah.
If we got to take them to practice or whatever the things are, we're gonna find a way to do it because that's what our life is going to consist of.
Yeah.
Because we're adults, just like you are adults.
Yeah.
That was my whole point. So you don't have to say I just do everything.
Yeah. And that's why I said, even on the comment, I said, I know as far as our household, like I cook 95% of the time. It's not to say I cook every day, because I know that's what you may have thought. But it's to say that majority of the time when there's a time to cook, I'm the one that's going to cook. And it's not because it's required or anything.
Right.
It's because I enjoy doing it, first and foremost, and I have the best availability to do it.
Exactly.
So-
And so if we put it in if we take it to our relationship,
Yeah.
I may say I cook 5% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's still okay for our household.
Right.
That doesn't make our household less than yours
Right.
or less than anybody else's if we make it work. Because I guarantee, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to touch the lawn.
Right.
She
Yeah.
doesn't have to touch the trash.
Right.
She don't have to touch them filters in the furnace.
Right.
She don't have to change light bulbs around here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? She don't change the you've been in many let me change the verbiage.
Yeah.
You've been in other females' houses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't change them batteries in the smoke detectors, do they?
Yeah.
Right.
don't
So
either.
who does that?
Yeah.
The guys do it. You know what I'm
And-
saying? Because we know that needs to be done. That's very
Yeah.
important. If you didn't know out there,
Yeah.
smoke detectors are very important. So I'm saying, like,
Even outside the house, oil changes, tire rotation,
please, come on.
tire replacements.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of things that the guy takes over. Just because it's not a daily thing
Right.
doesn't mean it's not a task that we have to worry about.
That's true. That's true. So I definitely did want to tackle that, those comments that were left.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah, I have a.
Can
How
you
much
say-
time we got, bro?
You were,
I mean, we have
said-
43 minutes.
Okay, see, we ain't got no enough time.
No, we got
We got all
time.
the time we want.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Cause you had
I'm
mentioned
like-
just because it's not those daily things, but those daily things are very impactful. If we're doing them every day, you get an oil change like once every 3-4 months, a tire rotation like once a year. So when
That's
you
true.
start comparing those, you mow the lawn. I mean, granted, you're supposed to do it at least once a week, but sometimes it doesn't get done. Or you hire somebody to do those things. Okay, girl.
That's
you
true.
hire those things, but those daily tasks that have to happen every single day. But that's a little
But
different.
that's our life now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You want to get her pacified?
But yeah, I would say you mentioned like um, we hire people to do these things, and maybe it doesn't come as often as a daily task, but that's our life now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We hire somebody now. Like that wasn't the case. We lived a whole 7 years in a home that I mowed the lawn
Yeah.
every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's just because we hire somebody now doesn't mean that hey, that's off the plate. Because we were just having a conversation. Hey, I'm a get a lawnmower so I can spend some extra time with my boys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's not a thing that I don't think about just because it's not something that I'm taking action and physically doing every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, how many tires you done flattened?
Man, she was getting a nail in a tire every week,
Hey, that's a
y'all.
whole different
So
story
I'm,
now.
so I'm saying, you know
Yeah.
what I'm
and
saying?
sometimes I would take the car to get a new tire.
And
She
that's-
took she took
and
it
that's-
once, and that was because she was at work when it happened.
And that was what I was talking about. Like you said, from the different households perspective. Okay, so when I'm talking to you about something, I'm talking to you about how I feel about it, and having gearing the conversation towards you. I'm not gearing the conversation towards any other person, right?
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, it's oftentimes that because with you being a truck driver, which you have for a very long time, d- I have to assume those other duties, right? Because you're not here to be able to do it. By the time
Okay.
you get home, sometimes it's, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
it's plenty of times where I take my own car to get the oil change. I will take it to, but I feel like that was a mistake. So looking at it now, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have been just this independent. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So yeah.
But
But
it's
you
like, can I
don't step on
just
my.
let me talk. Let me
I'm gonna
talk.
let you talk.
You could say that when you're
But
done.
don't step on my point in making your point because you're about to flip it. You heard it. She was like, "Yeah, I do all of these things," and then you stepping on my point by saying, "Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have been as independent." You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to make you aware of. You can speak. I'm not saying you can't speak or nothing like that.
I'm confused as to how you saying that I'm stepping on your point.
Because in those instances where you would take the car, I would say, "Hey, let's wait till the weekend when I'm off, and then I'll take it." And then you'll be like, "No, it has to happen now." And if I'm telling you it's something that can wait till the weekend, you don't have to do it at that second just because you see it. But since you know it all, you got it. I'm not going to argue with you.
So, what I was about to say, and I wish you would please stop interrupting me. What I was about to say is, with me being that independent, it kind of created this scenario or this situation for myself where I'm not allowing it. When in my mind, I'm not trying to be independent where I'm like, I'm not trying to listen to what he's saying. When I say it to him, it will be in like, okay, it make the most sense of, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
makes the most sense for me to get it done today because it's Tuesday, it's 50% off day, something like that. So that's when I would do that. You know what I'm saying? I would try to do situations where in my mind I'm thinking I'm taking the load off of him, when in turn it's putting just more and more on my plate. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, so it's like, okay, I get it. How could you complain when you the one putting more and more on your plate? So it's like, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I'm like, at that point, I'm just telling him like, hey, well, help me just to stop doing that. Like, cause I'm used to just trying to go. I'm used to trying to help you or whatever the case may be. Like, hey, I'll take the kids to do this so that way you could get some rest. Like, that's what I'm thinking, opposed to more so like, nah, this need to be done. You go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? And allowing him to do that. So I feel like I have to blame myself for that, for trying to feel like I'm trying to just take everything off of the plate of his, but I'm putting more on my own. But I'm thinking, is it as I'm taking more off of his plate and I'm wanting him to reciprocate that? That's where the thought process is. Like, so during that time, if my mindset is to take stuff from you and to help you out, I don't want you to just go ahead and give it. I want you to also exactly find a way to take that off of my plate or whatever the case may be, which, like I said, lately we haven't had that problem because he'll put the kids in the tub. He'll, try to cook dinner. But this is more recent instances. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know if, I think I was telling y'all that. I was like, I don't know when the light clicked on where it was like, okay, you know what? The stuff that I could take, I will go ahead and take it. But, it was just like, that was my thought process. Let me try to help them because I'm a helper. I'm a nurse. Like, I'm literally always, that's my mindset. I'm always trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's what I've felt like I've been always, that's my calling, to help other people, to relieve stress from others, to, you know what I'm saying? So that was my thought process, but I guess I bit myself in the butt with that. Because I should have just let him. If he say he going to do it on the weekend, I don't care if it's 99.9% off. Let him just pay it and do it on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was saying to that.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say. You said you bit yourself in the butt, so that's all. That's the only point I was trying to make. You can't, if you gonna do all that, you can't complain to me.
Don't say I can't complain, because I can. You my husband. I can complain. And when I complain to you, I'm looking to you for a solution. You know what I'm saying? Help me. Like,
the solution
help
is
me.
Help me help you.
sit
Like,
down.
And that's
Have
right.
Several seats.
That's true.
That's the solution.
That's true.
Here you go with the attitude.
Exactly.
even just like today, I'm sure y'all remember first episode. She said I didn't do the dishes. I did them today. Obviously, I had more time.
You get your recognition for that?
Yeah, she did give me my pat on the back.
Always give him
She did. It felt good. I must admit, it was.
I always give you the recognition.
I clean the car out. I'd be like, oh, did you notice the car was clean? Oh yeah. I do like that you took the car to get it clean.
Besides the car, everything in the house, the dishes, the clothes,
that's true.
anything he do, I'm like, thank you for doing it.
Yeah,
Even when he's
that's
taking
true.
the trash and I'm still sleeping, when I wake up, thank you for taking the trash. Yeah, I noticed that you do it. So I always give recognition.
Yeah. Because I'd be like, why you thanking me for taking out the trash?
I
Like,
mean, I'm just a thankful person.
yeah, that just, it caught me by surprise when she did it the first time.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to thank me for taking the trash out. Like, it got to go out.
I mean, it's just a gesture, though. I mean,
Until PJ old enough.
But I feel
that
like
I don't have to do right
yeah,
now.
yeah, because I will say that they always, even the boys, like he always thank me for cooking.
Yeah.
Like anytime I cook, he always say thank you for cooking that. This is
Yeah.
so good. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's something that I think, like you said, in my mind, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, shoot, we gotta eat.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'ma eat, y'all gonna eat too.
Yeah.
Like you think it like that, but he definitely will always. He have always done that, and the boys do it too.
Yeah.
Where they will say the second I give them a plate, or if they see me cooking and the food is done, thank you, Mom. Thank you so much for cooking. This is
Yeah.
so good, or
Yeah.
whatever. So,
Glazing.
I appreciate it.
You can glaze me, boo.
There we go, man.
Just
We
saying.
already established that we have young ears listening to
Right.
you, so you got to watch what you say.
Well, in that context that y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't know that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
nah,
But
that's
I appreciate the comments.
yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah, we
more
should have talked
comments.
about this first.
Yeah, well, I
Next
want to.
time we gonna talk about the
yeah.
comments first, cause
Yeah,
so that way we could clear the air and people get it in the beginning.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's true. I guess
yeah,
that's true.
So
yeah,
yeah,
That make a lot
and
of
to be
sense.
clear, like as we said in our first podcast, like we've been married for a long time. I feel like
Right.
at this point is what's understood don't have to be explained with us, but I still always have those. We have to have those conversations, and it's not like when we talk about the stuff that we talk about, it's like oh no, this is it. We ain't no we gonna still
Right.
always be together.
These
yeah,
are
You
happy
know.
homes, y'all.
yeah,
Exactly. We just
If you toxic, this is not for y'all.
right,
We are happy, completely happy.
right. And we agree to disagree, and it's just the reality of it that you not always gonna be like yes, yes, yes all the
yeah,
time. Sometimes you gotta just address those where you just gotta talk to your significant other like I didn't like that, or I didn't agree with that, or you know what I'm saying. I
yeah.
wish you would address that a different way. So we definitely had that conversation after the last podcast.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time. It's always about how I say something and not what I say. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
How y'all feel though? This what our third one?
yeah,
How
yeah.
y'all feel?
Technically, our third.
Some motion going.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure. Talking about the babies and stuff, it's going to get more and more juicy,
Bless.
Bless you. If
Thank you.
y'all have, you know, with that being said, I was going to say, sorry, this is the last thing I'm going to say about what we talked about. I have done some self evals, and, we had even kind of started seeing like just like a person for myself, because I wanted to see a counselor for myself, because I know it's just a lot of brokenness within myself.
yeah,
And one of the things that the counselor said, he like read me my rights within that. Like, even if he had to took all those things from you, would you have to even let him? You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, like
No.
that's true.
yeah,
No.
But I'm like, I think within my upbringing, I was always raised by very independent women, and even with my grandmother, like she's the married person. My mom ain't married, but she'll do it all and then fuss at my grandmother's father later, and I'm like, dang, I'm really being my grandma.
right. Just
And
following tradition.
so I no, but I'm breaking those generational. Okay, I love my grandma. That ain't no generational curse, but it's something that I don't want to bring within my marriage,
Yeah,
where I want us to communicate, and that those needs that I have, and even with my grandmother, like even with the whole autoimmune disorder that we both share, I am learning to lean more so on my significant other and to allow him to relieve that stress, which I did today. And I told you, like, I'm not feeling good. Like, I just had a really stressful day. It was a very rough moment for me. And he came and he gave me something to drink. He made me breakfast this morning. He gave me some
Aw,
medicine to
woo.
kind of help. So I'm feeling a lot better
Take care
now.
of your
So
woman.
yeah, I'm learning
Always.
more to do that. Just lean on him opposed to fussing.
yeah,
Like what ain't done, but I ain't communicating to you what needs to be done. So, had to like I said, not bring that stuff into my marriage. So it's a lot that we all work on. So don't get me wrong. When I'm talking to him, it's things that I self-eval, I evaluate within myself of how I can adjust that,
yeah,
um, I hate to say a Diddy term, but you know how he said, you can't change the world unless we change ourselves. So it's like, that's the truth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big fat.
So,
Or a word to Mike Jack. Starting
yeah.
with the man in the mirror.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Or the woman.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, it's still man.
definitely y'all, within y'all having those conversations, I would say from what I've learned and what we have talked about is doing self evaluations before you getting on your partner.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it could be some things that you could have very much addressed and adjusted before you go at their neck. Not saying that things don't need to be addressed or need to be talked about. However, you know, make sure you fix that kink in you, and then you go to the other person like, hey, I already done got on myself. You know what I'm saying? And so this is something that I feel like, you know,
I would say before and after though.
do that.
Yeah.
The self-evaluation.
You can't
yeah.
self-eval first
Oh, I
because
see
you don't
what
have the
you're
other side of the story. You don't know what you
yeah.
did. Like
Yeah.
you just playing back your perception of the the tiff at
Yeah.
that point. You got to get they perspective first, and then
Yeah,
you
that's
got to
true.
okay, all right, I hear you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Adjust from there.
Yep. Anything else y'all got a tip?
No. Well, I know Philip said he had some smoke with me, but
Nah,
okay.
You
Nah.
gonna
He
save
running
the
from the
smoke?
smoke, no.
Right. He gonna
Nah.
save the
You
smoke.
running from the smoke.
nah. I mean, we addressed it. It was. I feel like within the comments though, within the,
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, that's really it. I didn't.
Yeah. And we'll make sure we grab one of our phones too next time y'all comment so we could try to address those first
Yeah.
and kind of read the comments of what y'all saying so that way we can make sure that we answering all y'all questions and we don't miss
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So that's our bad on that
Yeah.
part. I know, shout out to Phil. He been kind of doing a little bit more of the managing. For I know I haven't really looked.
Yeah.
I'm
He
just like,
doing all of it.
yeah, he
Yeah.
doing most of
Ain't
the
complaining
managing,
about
right?
Every step of the way.
I'm sick and tired of this, Grandpa.
Acting like a woman, man.
Well, that's too dang bad.
Yeah, man.
You
right.
keep digging.
Yeah, man.
You probably don't even know what that's from, do you?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I don't.
Shit.
What
Was
is
that from Holes?
Digging
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, digging.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that-
He said he
I
hadn't
went back
seen
and
it,
watched
right?
it. No, I went back and watched
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I don't
he
see
did.
what the uproar was about.
But you
That
had
was
to be a
trash.
kid. You got to remember
Right.
that
We
that
read
came
that
out when
book.
we were kids.
Right. When we
Roll
was
Bounce
on
came out as
Tuesdays.
when we were kids too. That's a great movie.
Barely.
I ain't read the book, but I've seen the movie multiple times.
Yeah.
Man.
We were we were
Hoes,
young.
I don't see why y'all like that.
Yeah,
That
I
was
wasn't
a Disney
reading no
Channel
book.
movie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
of
was,
course.
See,
but
that's
that
why.
was our whole era,
Yeah.
Disney
It was.
Channel. Like
That was y'all
when
whole
we was
era,
10,
man.
Yeah, all right,
we
Disney
was
now.
too
Channel,
busy in
nah.
them streets.
I wasn't in the streets, but hey,
That boy was watching MASH as the world turns.
no, I wasn't.
Young and
That
the
was
Restless.
MASH, when MASH came on, it was time to turn the TV off.
Boy was watching The Price is Right.
Hey, no, I really did though.
I did
really
too,
did.
though. I did
That's how
too.
he know everything about everything now. Like, why you even know that? Who cares about that?
Man,
Be a
man.
kid when you was a kid.
man.
Like, I was
Nah.
like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, we wasn't allowed to, man. We had to know something.
Y'all Disney kids, man.
Man.
Look, let him tell it. I tell him, like, we ain't even had cable, so it really wasn't no. I had to go to my grandma's house to watch the cable.
We had illegal cable.
We had cable.
Privileged.
Yeah, I ain't had cable.
Angel
I had
is
it for a little
definitely
bit.
privileged.
We had, what was that? Adelphia. That was the...
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
man,
that's
yeah.
like digging way
yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
Then
even
there
want
was
to.
what, Time Warner and then
Time
Spectrum.
Right,
Warner,
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think we had got it. We got cable as soon as it turned to Time Warner. That was around like old.
that was around like dial-up era. Dial-up internet.
Dial-up was
Delphia
Time Warner?
was. Delphia
Dial-up was late '90s. Cause, well, I guess, yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, dial-up
Dial-
internet. Cause we had the net. I remember you had to get internet. You had to put a disc in.
Right,
The
yeah.
Net Zero or whatever, the
Yeah.
AOL, and you had to put in the little code in there.
Yeah, man. These kids don't
back
even
on
know
the
what discs are nowadays.
I was like, these kids will never know the
They don't know what a floppy disk,
Oh,
a compact
man.
disc.
VCR.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Man,
We old heads for real.
that's facts.
Right. We unking them.
Right.
Unking them.
Man.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely gonna be with y'all this next go round. We gonna hit the comments up first
Yeah,
and make sure that we address all of that. And if y'all got anything else y'all want us to talk about,
yeah,
address, as always, just let us know. If y'all want to see something different, something special,
yeah,
any improvements, we definitely down for the critiquing.
yeah.
Um,
Even if you
you
just want
know,
a shout out, we'll shout
yeah,
you.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
A lot of us out here, us millennials, trying to do our thing. A
yeah,
lot of us just still parents trying to make it work, trying to
yeah,
move forward with these new generations, with they Gen Zs, right?
yeah. Z and Alpha.
Alphas, and
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
with the tech world. So a
yeah,
lot of us trying to just make sure we get to the point where we comfortable. So let us know what y'all want us to talk about, relationship
Yeah.
wise, parenting wise, or just life in general.
Young and black.
Right.
yeah,
Man.
So, and we got y'all
yeah.
always.
So,
We should
So
do our
we
song.
signing out.
oh man, here we go. This is the closing of episode 3, man.
Yep.
So
So long.
long, farewell.
Now if we get sued, like he said, take that from her
Right.
account, man.
Yeah.
You ready, Angel?
Right.
Yeah,
Till
So
next
long,
time.
farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again.
See ya.
Harmony
Yay.
said she wanted
Bye.
to say something.
Oh, you want to say something? Harmony?
Say bye
Go ahead,
bye.
boo. Look. Say. It's your Mariah note.
Oh,
She
she
be screaming,
right.
right?
She sure. All right, y'all.
All right.